What's up, everybody? My name is Ron Empire, and welcome to my channel. Alright, so this game is called New Cycle. It's a brand new survival city builder game that's releasing in 2 days into early access. And I got a game key early access press version of the game. It's the same as the release version to stream this. And thank you to Daedalic Entertainment for providing the key, the publisher. And this game is developed by a Turkish developer group located in Istanbul, Turkey, right? And they are called Core Engage. All right, so let me read to you the press release file that I got, so that way I can explain to you how the game works. About New Cycle, right? Hey, thank you for the follow there, Siege Bite. Appreciate that. So the press kit that I got says about New Cycle. Synopsis: when the old world collapsed, humanity fell into chaos. The solar flare destroyed every institution of human civilization, causing people to fend for themselves in a collective frenzy for survival. Your group grew up in such a world of desperate tribalism, where the very atmosphere is struggling to stay alive. Now you seek to restore purpose and unity to humanity, while ensuring the continuity of living existence. The first project from Core Engage, that's the developer for this game, New Cycle seeks to bring fresh new life to the colony survival genre by improving and reiterating on all of its cornerstones, both narratively and mechanically. So this game is similar in some ways to Anno 1800, Farthest Frontier, and Frostpunk. That's probably the best description I can give you. It's got some sort of, I guess, end zone and survive, or what is it called? Surviving the Aftermath. Those are the other games that has some sort of similarity to this. Getting those vibes based on the scene, yes. Now this is definitely Frostpunk-like in the sense that you do have to make tough decisions, and you're presented with that through random events like Frostpunk, and then every now and then disasters or storms or whatever kicks in, sort of like in Frostpunk, the blizzards. You have to make some tough choices in terms of rationing your food, what power plants or building that consumes power to shut off so that you can conserve power during the whatever disaster or event. So those are Frostpunk-like elements. And then the other elements, Anno 1800 and Farthest Frontier. You'll see that in a second. Let's jump in. Let's just jump in right here. So I've got the latest version of the game. This is Alpha 24. I actually watched a few other streamers or YouTubers that got preview to this game, and they were on a lower version. So there's a lot of new changes here that the others didn't get to cover. Well, hello, yes, hey, the publisher is here. Thank you, by the way, for the game key. I appreciate that a lot. First time chatter, and thank you for the follow. Yay. All right. So this here, I think we have to unlock by completing the campaign. That's my guess. I'm going to do the campaign and not sandbox, because I prefer the challenge and the story mode. And I did briefly play the tutorial off screen, and I definitely enjoyed it. I liked it. It was very smooth. I didn't find any issues with the tutorial. It went pretty smoothly. And it reminded me a little bit of Manor Lord in terms of the interface and sort of the tutorials, because they pretty much had a similar setup. But I didn't mind that. It was actually very, very nice to go through. So let's go ahead and jump in with the campaign. So yeah, very excited to play this because it has some of that Farthest Frontier vibe too. All right, so in the press kit, it recommended doing the Meadow first, so let's do that. And so the Meadow here says home to open stretches of land, fertile soil. This biome transitions relatively smoothly between seasons, though not overly challenging in terms of food and water. Underground resources are somewhat scarce. Okay, so less settleable land, rich agricultural and water resources, rich forest resources, right? And so in Farthest Frontier, this is kind of like the easy valley, and then this over here seems like it's the arid drylands with the rich mineral deposits, right? Yeah, see, that's got the rich minerals. I actually saw this in the trailer. So if you guys get a chance, check out the trailer on Dalek Entertainment's YouTube channel, because that's what I saw, and I was like, oh man, I'm sold on this. It was really exciting to watch that trailer. So I definitely recommend watching that trailer, because then you'll get this excitement and hype for buying this game in 2 days. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in the Meadow. And I'll just go with the normal difficulty, right? Yep. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, New Cycle Early Access. Yes. What's this game called? Yeah, it's called New Cycle. I changed the title, or the game tag category. May I post the link? Yes. Yeah, let me whisper it to me, and then I will share it. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, just go ahead and whisper it to me, and I'll share the link. Because right now my channel does not have the option to. You know what? Let's see if I can mark you as VIP, and then you can share the link if you want to. Let me see if I can give you a channel role here. Give me 1 second, and I will give you role. And that way you can share the link yourself. All right, so you are now VIP in the channel. So see if you can post a link. Yeah, there you go. VIP, go ahead and share your link so that people can see the trailer and check it out. All right, so let me go ahead and slow this down here, because I was busy talking and the game does lapse in time. So what you can't do is you can hit space to pause, but you can't do anything in pause mode. But I do like the fact that it has a very, very slow speed, this 1x, 0.1x, and that makes it easy for me to plan and think about stuff, right? So just like Frostpunk, not Frostpunk, just like Farthest Frontier, at the start, you have to figure out where you want to place your base. We've reached this unknown land after a long journey. It seems isolated and safe. Well, we hope it'll offer enough resources for a new start. Choose the most suitable spot to settle in the area and guide us to set up our base camp, right? So let's go ahead and begin. And it should pop up like a tutorial. No, never mind. I guess it didn't. Okay, so here's the main hall. And I'm going to go ahead and place it somewhere near here, right? That's got stones nearby. Alright, so one of the things that I like about this game, right, off the bat, so it is grid-based, but it also gives you freeform placement. So when you hit the tab key, you can actually rotate in freeform, and then you get out of the tab key mode, right? So the R key just rotates it in the grid mode. So you can do whatever you like in terms of free mode. Some people like to, make their town look more organic. Other people like to have it more of a grid base for efficiency. And Farthest Frontier is strictly grid based in terms of the building placements, but Farthest Frontier has a road curve, and this game also has that as well. I like that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess place it here. advance this so that people can build it. A message from the community. Cool. Welcome to News Cycle. All right, so you are now the governor of this little community. It's been nearly half a century since the first solar flare. In the initial moments of the catastrophe, we lost our entire technological infrastructures, our means of global sourcing, and almost everything that we can share as a civilization. The following years were humanity's darkest, having to wrestle with the constant impossibility and despair. From battles fought with sticks and stones to nuclear wars, we ended up destroying ourselves, what little the sun had left for us. And civilization fell. Okay, so next. So everyone here was born into this new world, and you have to be their leader. Our current flimsy shelter can't carry us far. We must rebuild everything from scratch with efforts of those who remain, so we can establish a sustainable way of life. We need to rediscover our lost knowledge and explore our surroundings to create new possibilities. Most importantly, beyond merely surviving, we have to find a way of securing our next generation, by whose time the world may not be habitable anymore. We don't know how we can preserve life as we know it, but we can at least help build something that we may call home. You may start with the tutorial or continue on your own. I'm going to start with the tutorial so that way you guys can follow along. All right, transition to settled life. Chief, living so long as normals, we feel ready now to build simple shacks at the least. If we want to settle down here, we'll need more durable shelters, workplaces, and storage deposits. And for that, we need to get our hands on a bunch of local resources. We can get started by collecting whatever's around. Primitive structures made out of logs and stone will do for a start. We can gather these by building a field camp close to the forest and rock formations. So build, field camp, gather 20 logs, 20 stones. Yep, sounds doable. And resources, so field camp. So I like how they guide you on where to place the stuff, and also the what to click on. And oh wow, look at that! It shows you like how much you'll get too. Look at that. That's okay. That's cool. And you could also salvage your building and then replace it elsewhere. So the middle mouse key, and I've been using ASWD to pan around, in case you guys are wondering. The middle mouse key is how I can rotate and change the camera angle. So I definitely like that comfortable feeling there. I can either place it nearby. Yeah, you know what? I'll place it nearby and just build a second camp over there. That might be the best. Yeah, that might be the best. Alright, I'll go with this. Yeah, I'll go with that. And then we'll speed this up. You can work with the grid or without, whatever floats your boat. Yes. What's on the left? What do you mean on the left? Oh, the menu options here on the left, right? Well, I don't want to jump in just yet because the tutorial will guide us through all this. But yeah, you can do research here if you want. Right? I don't want to jump too far ahead, but yes, that's something we can do. Oh, the resources. Oh, the resource. Right over here is, I believe it is the ores, right? The ores. Oh, this is for food, right? There you go. The ores, basically. So that is for the ores, and then the gathering camp is for the food. But I'm not gonna do that right now because it's gonna tell me later to get the food. And so right now I want to add workers. Yeah. Where are the beavers? They probably died. Yes, they probably died. So before I was streaming Against the Storm, I was streaming Farthest Frontier, and that's where I was building a lot of my audience. Until Against the Storm got stale. Or sorry, until Farthest Frontier got stale. And this game looks like there's a lot going on towards the later levels as far as challenges go. So I'm pretty excited to get there. And a lot of these other streamers said that they haven't gotten very far. Because I watched one video this morning, like I mentioned earlier in the stream. I think the streamer did like a 15-minute clip or 7-minute clip saying, is this game worth buying or not, as his review, and he actually gave it a thumbs up. It's definitely worth buying, but he said he didn't get very far, and he was hoping to get far, because there is a deeper technology towards the end, and when I mentioned how this game is similar to Anno 1800, there's different social classes. So you kind of need specialists to do the more advanced stuff later. And also played Oxygen Not Included. Yes, I also played a lot of Oxygen Not Included before Farthest Frontier. The goal of the game is to build a big colony for many hours, or is it like ATS? Well, this one right here is a campaign. So I guess finish out the story. It's very similar to the Frostpunk, I guess, template, in the sense where you build up, you survive all the dangers, and then there's a world map that you go explore for more resources and get more people and expand. Well, at least in the campaign, you obviously try to finish out the story mode, right? And maybe the sandbox is just build to your heart's content like Farthest Frontier. I don't know yet. We'll find out. But the publisher is in the channel. So if you want to ask some questions, yeah, there you go. See, if you want questions answered, the publisher is here to answer any questions you guys have. And I appreciate them being here today. Yeah, watched a lot of your vids then, so I'm good. Yes, you have watched a lot of my vids, Epins. Thank you. All right, so we got, what, 2 more to go? Done. All right, processing and development. Off to a promising start, Chief. We may go on gathering nearby resources for a while. We should focus on producing more complex materials by processing the raw ones. Our settlement can develop as far as the limits of our knowledge and production. So here it says we can create a flexible and processable constructions or objects through woodworking, right? So basically build a lumber mill. So let's go ahead and make a lumber mill. All right. I don't know if I should build it close by or not. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and try this and see if that works. Hopefully it'll be fine. Alright, so speed... Oh yeah, I need to get the workers in there. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and make another field camp so we get more wood. And whatever else here. It's a really good spot over here, right? Nice. Oh, hey, so it does. Okay, that's very nice. So it is kind of like in Farthest Frontier, where if you delete the tree by placing the building over it, did you see that? I actually gained... Or wait, did I gain the wood, or did it cost me wood? I don't know if it cost me wood. Oh, it cost me logs. Okay, I didn't gain the building. Never mind. I didn't gain the building. Or the resources. So I don't know yet. We'll have to find out. See, so here's the thing, right? So I don't know yet, and it will require some testing. But if you place a building, let's say you place a building on top of this, in Farthest Frontier, you actually get the resources. But in Gord, it deletes the resources. So you lose the resource node. I don't know, well, since the publisher's here, they could probably answer that question for me instead of having me test it out. So if I did this and I lost the tree node, do I get the tree on the ground? I don't think so, right? Because the gatherers, I think they just gather it directly from the thing, right? I don't think they seem to... So everything here just seems to automatically teleports back to your storage. I don't see them walking this back over to the main building, right? EPINs, the developers are core engaged, so I can't exactly tell. I haven't been with Dialect long enough to have witnessed the start of the development. Okay. Is there any kind of fight against IA? AI, you mean? Against AI? Or is it a Pacific development? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but yes. I don't know. Okay. So that requires this. Target production. You can activate the building by selecting the product you want to produce. You can access the... Hang on, let me... Shit. Right, yeah. I just need to pause because I didn't want to read all this while the game is running. Production buildings are the most important structure of the city. You can choose the product you want the current building to create here. A building can only create one type of product at a time, sure. Target product, right? You can activate the building by selecting the product you want to produce. You can also access the production information and rates by hovering the mouse over the product icon. Okay. I like the click here to continue where it tells you how many more steps are in this. So there's 5 more to read, and we're currently at 3. I actually like this little bit in the tutorial here. The amount of resources and time required for production are calculated dynamically. The general efficiency value of a building's operating class affects these variables positively or negatively. In addition, the workforce value determines the speed of the production according to the required amount of working people. In addition, these variables are affected by technological developments, societal events, and environmental factors. Okay. Labor, certain classes of society become the operating labor force of certain production buildings according to their abilities. Some buildings require operation from other classes besides the operating class. Right, so here is some other class, maybe the engineer, and I think this is the specialist or something. This is some advanced... There's 3 classes, basically. Some building... Yeah, I read that. Continue. So, currently, the status notification, there's no workforces, and it's not connected to the roads, right? These are the instant notifications about the status of the selected structure. Okay, sure. So, I want to click on this. Right, so that's fine. And then I want to add workers. That's my workforce. And it's currently saying there's no roads connected, but I can't build roads yet because roads in this game is not free. It requires lumber and stones to actually create roads. But right now we need to produce the lumber first. I think the next part of the quest will tell you you need to connect the buildings. At Zazu, at least not fighting like in other games from genre. It's not the focus, right? Yeah. It's kind of like in Frostpunk, right? You don't fight anything. Not like in Gord. Sorry, it's similar to Frostpunk in the sense that you don't fight anything. And it's not like Gord at all, because Gord, you have to like deal with waves of mobs attacking you and exploring the world with your military units. Alright, so we're almost there. And then how's this other one? Hang on. That requires workers, right? Yeah, roads are a luxury. Yes, roads are a luxury. It's not free. I think it's free in Farthest Frontier. Except for stone roads, right? Stone roads require stuff. Alright, tutorial's complete. Nice. Yay, Mad Raving Man, welcome. So every operation is harder to perform in a settlement without roads. Connecting all the buildings in our settlement with a road network will convenience the workforce and the circulation of raw materials greatly. While not mandatory for other operations, road construction is a prerequisite for building infrastructure such as bridges and tunnels. Build a road between the lumber mill and the main hall. Okay, sounds good. We will do that. Hang on, let me slow this down a little bit. Alright, so maybe I will do one from here. And then I will do one from here. Okay, tutorial complete. Nice. People are the most significant resource for our settlement. Zazu, did you hear that? People are the most significant resource for our settlement. So killing them off in this game is not a good idea. Unlike in Against the Storm, I like to kill off my villagers. We must respond to a wide range of demands, from basic to costly. We have to set up a self-sufficient system to meet our basic requirements. We can start by constructing a well to meet our need for clean water. Build a well and produce 60 water. Sounds good. Oh, I should have read the hint. Oh, man. Can I read the hint again? I can't get that back, right? I can't get that screen back. Oh, I forgot to read the hints. Now why is that lit? I don't know why that's lit. I guess it's do not delete, right? It's summer in the bottom right corner. How about starving? Epin's not stupid at all. Yes, they are. They are. Yes, there are, and they change the gameplay a lot. More people equals less problems. How about starvation? Maybe a dumb question, but are there seasons? Yes, Epin, yes, there are seasons. That's the bottom right corner here. Alright, we will go... No, I should probably put it right there, because I get more water, right, connected to it. Let's go with that. Okay. If you prefer that, you can change to day and night change when clicking on the day and time. Really? Oh, well, you can tell what that is, right? What is the day and night time? Oh. Day/night cycle options. Day-night cycle is disabled. Day and night is active. Oh, wow. That's kind of cool. You can actually get the whole day and night cycle in the game. It's currently off by default. It's optional, yeah. Wow, if you want to get the full effect, you can actually do that. Very cool. Oh, you can change it completely. Interesting. You can set it to whatever you want as well. It's paused when you change it, right? And then if you enable it, you get the real-time effect. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, so there is a negative modifier in the top left corner here. Let me slow this down. And it says there's stormy winds, so the current effect is storm. Stormy winds bring heavy rainfall to replenish groundwater resources and fauna, but they also make life difficult. Windmills are slightly more efficient, so we have stormy wind that helps. Muddy terrain presents challenges, workforce for hunters and gatherers. And then sailing is impossible in this weather, minus 200 workforce for offshore fishermen. Oh, it's got some negative debuff effects. It's kind of like the Forest Mysteries. All right, let's go ahead and speed this up. Sometimes you can see less during night. Oh, really? But it's so pretty sometimes. Okay. And then this guy right here, he's got a question mark. A group of unfamiliar people approaching. Oh, it's kind of like in Frostpunk now, right? So yeah, they should show up, and it's kind of like also in Farthest Frontier. They want to like join us, no doubt, and we have to make a decision. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh no, no, no. Okay, this is the second part of the tutorial, or no, it's the next part of the tutorial, not the second part. It's probably like the fourth or third. Fourth, right? Maybe fifth. Now we have access to water. We are only one step short of calling this place home. A life without the worry of hunger will turn us into a real society. Although we don't have enough resources for hunting, farming, or animal husbandry, our experience in staying alive by living off the land may come in handy. Lots of easily found edible mushrooms are scattered all around. We should build a gathering camp, start stockpiling raw food. All right, sounds good. Let's build a gathering camp. All right, gathering camp. A group of travelers. Okay. Migrant group, right? The more our settlement grows, the more attention we'll get from passerbys, and the more people will be willing to join us, both more frequently and in larger groups. This group of wanderers, each less fortunate than us, awaits permission to join our ranks. So yeah, let's go ahead and take more people. Right? So, accept, we get 2 workers. Reject, there's no consequences. We'll take them. And then we want to do the gathering camp, right? And there's mushrooms. And meat. Is there anything else nearby? I think it's all... Oh, okay, there's only 2 here. Okay. Mushrooms and meat on that side. How close and how far can you zoom? Alright, so this is the farthest I can zoom out. This is the farthest I can zoom in. Right. This is the farthest I can zoom out. Why did you compare it with Anno? It has production chains and you need to satisfy your citizens? Yes, and also in Anno it has 3 different classes. So you have to go from... In Anno 1800, you get the basic working class, and then you get the next tier class, and then you get the engineer, the next tier after that, and then there's a higher social class in Anno. I don't know if there's a higher one in this game. But again, this is early access, so they may add another class. So I don't know. But that's why I compared it to Anno, because there's different classes and tiers that you have to upgrade your buildings to get to. I should probably just build it close by. I mean, that does encompass the meat, right? But this is better, right? Larger range. I don't know. I should just build it really close by first. Get this going faster, and then we'll figure it out later. Sure. That's fine. Now, let's speed this up a little bit. Thanks for showing. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, if there's anything on the screen that you want me to click on or show you stuff, let me know, and I'll click on them. All right, let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit so we can get that gathering going. So yeah, I kind of noticed the stuff automatically just goes into your warehouse or whatever it is, right? Or make the resources available to you. See how the numbers just kind of increase? There is a storage capacity, but it doesn't look like there is logistics in this game where they have to like carry the stuff. The only logistics I've noticed is the log, right? Or the construction. I actually don't know. What is this guy carrying? A barrel? What's he doing with a barrel?
We'll see another day, huh?
He's not working. Oh, he's bringing the logs back. Okay, yeah. So they do bring the log back to their camp, but I don't see them carrying
We made it. Oh my god.
resources back to the main warehouse. Maybe they do. I don't know. Where's this guy going?
Together stronger.
What's he doing? Working in the field camp.
Our children will live in a better world.
I don't know what is he doing. Maybe he is bringing it back. The wood. Yes, he does bring it back, actually. See how the wood actually increases there? Interesting. Okay. Huh. Oh, no. He was carrying the wood over to the lumber mill. That's not our camp. So it doesn't look like they actually bring stuff back to the main camp. So I don't think the main camp is a warehouse. Yeah, the main camp. Or the main hall, right? This is our camp name. Let's call this Camp Ron Empire, right? There you go. We're in cycle 1. And to get to cycle 2, we need to increase our population and our knowledge level, right? So cycle 1, we only have these technologies available to us. And then cycle 2, we unlock this, right? Tavern, forge, smith, and windmill. Okay. Oops, I have this habit of hitting the pause key because I'm playing too much Against the Storm. And I'm so used to hitting pause. Alright, so no dangerous weather events observed, right? What does this one say? Projected renewal rate of resources for next spring based on precipitation. Left mouse button for more info. Weather, extreme drought. Severe drought. Slight drought. Favorable conditions. Bountiful conditions, right? That's for water. Okay. They have that, I think, a little bit of that in Farthest Frontier and also mainly in Timberborn, right? Step 8 is complete. The cornerstone of civilization. The time has come to cook proper meals. People eating whatever they have on their plates doesn't mean they're happy with it. When there's nothing to eat, they'll get demoralized, sick, and maybe even fall into the jaws of death. From now on, food needs to be kept fresh and distributed while it's hot. For a start, a bowl of soup will do as long as everyone or everybody has their share and they don't have to worry about hunger anymore. Research basic construction and then build a soup kitchen and then produce 30 simple meals. Okay. So over here is where you research and then they glow to give you a hint on what to click. And then they want us to click on this, right? To get basic construction. And then they want us to click on the start button. And it will take 24 hours to get that research and it requires 50 knowledge. And we are generating 37 knowledge a day. So knowledge is kind of like the research point, basically. And everybody generates knowledge. So I guess there's no researcher building specifically, right? Because I know like in some games you have to like build a research building and assign dedicated researchers. So I like how this is set up. People just generating knowledge over time collectively. By the way, chat might not hear it, but I have to emphasize that the soundtrack of the game is really good. Yes, soundtrack is really nice. I actually lowered the soundtrack because it was really loud in the main menu screen. But in-game, it's pretty good. So yeah, I just bumped up the music there for you guys to listen to. Can you guys hear it? Hopefully you guys can hear that. Yep, alright, cool. Alright, so we're waiting on the research. And then, how's this coming along? Yes, we can hear it. Thank you, who hangs. Alright. What other building do I need to worry about? Connecting roads. Oh yeah, so let me show you the roads, how you can actually do freeform. So you can hit the tab mode. And then hold the shift key. Right, so wherever you want to place it, for example, you can place it here. And then switch it, hang on. Shift left mouse button to add a road point, right? And then curve it around however you like. Now, there was a part of the tutorial, apparently that part of the tutorial, because there was like a hint, that popped up earlier when I played it off stream. It actually tells you how to do it. Apparently it didn't pop up over here since I guess I've already seen it. But yeah, you can do curved roads however you want, like this. And then when you're done... Oh shit, oh shit, oh god, oh no! Oh no! Oh, I just wasted a lot of resources. I don't think you get all that back. Oh god, I just wasted a bunch of resources. That's fine. I wasted a bunch of resources. I don't think you get that back. You might get some of it back. I wasn't sure, though. I didn't see a minus or a plus back, though. But yes, that's how you can get curved roads in the game. Oh my god, I just wasted a bunch of lumber. Alright, how's the... Still being developed, right? Oh, it's developed already, so now I can actually get the kitchen going, right? I'm missing lumber. Oh! Oh, no! I gotta wait for the lumber. Because I wasted all that showing you guys the road. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's speed this up. Yeah, this far seems much better optimized than Surviving the Aftermath, which is good, yes. Yeah, I played a little bit of Surviving the Aftermath and End Zone. I just kind of got bored at the beginning of the thing. I don't know if I even got past the tutorial in Surviving the Aftermath. But yeah, I gotta wait for the lumber to get the soup kitchen going. I wonder if I can place it down yet. And then it just kind of waits until I get the resources. Yeah, I got pretty deep, but the game hogs resources like crazy. Oh, okay. Can I place it right here? I don't know if I can place it right there. No. It's probably because the other thing is in the way. Yeah. Maybe across the street? Yeah, let's go with across the street. Wait, hang on. Did I lose my thing? Wait, what? Hide obstacles. What's going on? Wait, I can't. Huh, interesting. Hide obstacles. Something's blocking it. Well, hang on, let's go ahead and select this. And we just want mushroom water, right? And we gotta add workers. Yeah, something's blocking it. Hide obstacles. Can't build road here. I don't know what the obstacles are. That's fine, whatever. We're already connected to that anyways. Hit obstacles? Not hide, hit obstacles. Oh, did I say hit? Oh, hits. Oh, it's hitting obstacles. Oh, because the building is too close. That's why. It's hitting the building. The building itself is the obstacle. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so explore population management, right? So there's 2 more. And it wants me to click on this. So population management. Here you can view the overall status of the community in detail. The most important element in the management of a settlement is its people. Try to meet all their needs and keep variables such as morale and efficiency as high as possible. Meet the daily supply distribution needs according to your settlement's production capabilities in a sustainable manner. A society whose needs are met breeds high motivation, good health, and uninterrupted work. So click to continue. 1 out of 5. So population management, worker, craftsman, right? Okay, yeah, so the middle guy is craftsman. I thought it was engineer, but yeah, it's craftsman. Class, right? Our society consists of 3 basic classes. Members of each class must work as a pioneer in their respective fields, but production building may need multiple classes to work simultaneously according to the building's level of development. All right. Population. You can follow the population number and distribution of each class here. Only adults can be recruited as workforce. Children, sick, and retirees cannot work, but they will still need certain resources. Okay. And then supply. You can manage the basic need of the social classes from here. Supplies for each needs, such as food, water, clothing, and tools, are determined from the daily average consumption per person. Here, you can manage the rate at which supplies are to be distributed to each class and view the successful distribution rate and other factors. You can view the access rate for housing and other services here. You will get a satisfaction result according to the rate at which you meet your society's needs, which will form the basis of the morale value for each social class. It's kind of like getting the resolve boost, right? Increased morale basically also increases the efficiency, is my understanding. Workforce and efficiency. The workforce and efficiency of each social class are the 2 most important indicators that shape life in your settlement. Workforce indicates how much or how long your working classes will operate. It is very important to manage this variable according to current conditions and needs, while balancing the flow of production and life. Long working hours can cause low morale. And even if this is accounted for, remember, the exhaustion can lead to sickness or an increase in workplace accidents. So it's kind of like a Frostpunk, right? Efficiency is calculated based on the morale of the community and is the basis of production rate calculations for the operating class in production buildings. It is affected by many external factors alongside the rate at which basic needs are met. Click to continue. Alright. Food, simple needs. I guess we can change different types, right? So this icon represents the morale, right? Since we're on simple meal, they're only getting a 1.0 morale increase. So filling meals will give them 1.8. Okay. Water distribution, right? So long as they have water, they'll have good morale. And the current usage is 18 per day, and then this is consuming 7 per day. Sure. And we are healthy? Sort of? I don't know. It's looking like it's going to the left, right? We're not healthy. Or at least we're going towards not healthy, right? Tutorial step 7 complete. Cool. I'm lurking a bit. If something is the matter, tag me and I'll see it. Yeah, thank you for lurking and hanging out, by the way. Supply and demand. At last, our settlement resembles a home. Everyone has a job, something to offer to our society. We are producing food, water, and construction materials. Before ramping up, we need some basic rules and a sense of order. Proportions represent how much of a consumable is used per person in a day. We must respond to every need, but decisions about each proportion should be made according to our resources and production capacity. So this game does have a rationing system where you can starve your workers if you wanted to. I actually did notice that in the Stronghold game that it also had a rationing system. The general level of morale will be generated by what gets distributed, at what rate, and how successfully. Morale directly influences the production performance of our settlements. Also, it can affect our people's reactions to unexpected events positively or negatively. Set ration distribution to regular. Distribute rations successfully for 2 days. Okay. Alright, so we gotta click back on here, and then we gotta click over here. And we're gonna set it to regular, right? We're currently at low. So this should boost morale. Food distribution rate for 37 people worker per daily. So we now have 30 per day. And that gets distributed to 37 people, basically. I think. 30? It's just regular 30, right? Maybe 30 to everybody? I don't know. I guess 30 per person? I don't know what that currently means. 30 for 37 people per daily. Okay. That might change, though. I don't know. How do you change it? Or it might be just automatic. It might be automatic. New rules will take effect and influence morale the next day. Okay. That might just scale for us. Alright, so we gotta wait 2 days, basically, for the food distribution, right? Alright, that's fine. And then what's going on here? Storage is almost full. 93%. How do we increase storage capacity? And it's winter, right? Wild mushrooms do not grow in the winter. Mushroom gathering halted. The land can... Hey, thank you for that follow there. The land cannot be cultivated this season. Farmers cannot produce. The season negatively affects public health, -20. That might be why that meter was going to the left, because it's winter. Oh man, it's definitely winter. Let's change the thing here. It's nighttime, right? I think it's a lot easier to see the nighttime in the winter than during the day. Yeah, it's a lot easier to see it at night. So we got one more day to go. You know what? I need to probably research something else just in case. Living standards. Start research. It's probably the next part of the tutorial. A place to track everything about our settlement and your people. View the overview panel. Health is the subject that we should pay the most attention to. It should be our priority to find a solution to our current conditions. Examine the factors affecting public health and take decisive action. Hint: there are many factors that affect people's health. Nutrition, water are the most important of these. No one can withstand more than 3 days without water. Interesting. You need to produce solutions against many variables, such as the seasons, heavy work conditions, epidemics, insufficient supply, and harmful external effects. Okay. Let's slow this down a little bit. So it wants to do exploration overview. Overview and reports, right? Okay, overview and reports. This is all the stuff about our settlement. The active effect is winter. Settlement overview. Okay, so our mining deposit, we have a decent amount, right? Underground ore. Okay, so the ore basically maxed out. Water maxed out, right? Which is fine. And it says storage is almost maxed out. I don't know how that storage is calculated. Storage building count is 1. We only have 1 storage building, and I don't know what this 3,000 number means. And what's stored in that. Electricity is... we have a current production of 200 units. Oh, these are units. Oh, these are units, right? So wait a minute. We have 8,377 units of water there. Logs is 814. That doesn't tally up to 2,853. Yeah, units. You have like 1,200 plus water. Look at the bar at the top. Which bar at the top? I'm not... what bar? The resource bar. Oh, this bar. Hang on. So I have... okay, I have 1,283 units of water. Oh, the deposits have 8,377 available. That's the deposit. Right. Okay. Okay. That part makes sense. So this down here is basically the capacity of all the total here. Right? 2,853 is probably the total number of this. That's probably what it is. Yeah. Now that makes sense. This is deposit values. So we have not started mining the iron ores yet. Right? Because we don't have any iron ores up here. That means there is a full amount of 5,052 left. Okay. And then... nothing here to look at. What is this? Attraction. So we're not attracting people, right? Attraction is a factor that determines the possible size of the migrating groups of travelers, right? By tracking the settlement's situation throughout a year, high prosperity and awareness, along with a lack of negative events, will naturally help to raise interest. Okay, so we can get new people if we increase our attraction. Health. Our health is declining currently, right? Deadly limit. Okay. No. Okay. That is a deadly limit. We did reach that earlier, but it's decreasing now. Okay, so we're not super sick. We were super sick earlier, or close to being super sick, right? It's now going down based on the current day. We're at day 29, right? And how this affects the workforce. Oh, the workforce. Okay, so this stuff down here basically contributes to the health values, right? So if you tally up all this and then the positive numbers, it gives you the -50. This stuff right here basically tallies up to the -40, right? Alright, that makes sense. Supply and services. The distribution status of public needs, the current status of yields of resources we have access to, and a summary view of class-specific details. Okay. These are every individual workers, villagers in our town. Very nice to see. Now, this is something I would like to see Against the Storm have, right? They do have this in Timberborn. You actually can look at every single person and figure out their status. You know, I know Against the Storm says they don't like this level of micromanagement, but I think eventually they're going to probably give in to players asking for it. Because I want to see this. Like, if certain fox is starving, right? I want to know that, right? I want to know who's got what needs. Alright, so structures. These are all the structures in our settlements. And we can look at who's in them. And what they do as functions, right? What they produce. Materials. This is all of our materials. I guess that we have in our storage, right? Yes, in our storage. Okay. Regions. Oh, okay. So looks like we can have different camps or different campsites, right? Outpost or whatever, right? Highlands and valleys. Okay. Cool. Step 9 completed. We are done with the tutorial, right? Tutorial completed. We're finally secure in our self-sufficiency. Having left our temporary campsite behind for good. From now on, you must devise production plans according to the needs of your people and the settlement. You can set your course by exploring further developments. Remember, we may have no time. We know what to expect, but we can't be sure when or how. Hint. In time, you may be able to produce higher grade goods like clothes, drinks, and paper. Before then, you have to train craftsmen to take part in these production projects. You can start training your people by researching and building a technological boot camp. Okay. Sounds good. Maybe set distribution to high or something for the health? Maybe. I don't know yet. Am I producing food fast enough? Development tree. So we're trying to get the living standard going, right? For water? Oh, for water. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I think its distribution is right here, right? No, it can't, right? Or no? Oh, yes, you can. Let's try median to see how that goes. New rules will take effect the next day. Is the game lagging or is it just the snow? It's not lagging. It's because I'm clicking on the 1x speed. Because pausing the game or hitting the pause button, nothing happens. I can't actually do stuff. So it's not lagging. It's because I'm going super slow speed. All right, so this is now the normal rate. I just wanted to make sure it's slow while I'm reading all the stuff on the screen. So we're just waiting around for the research, right? Because we want to be able to make housing. Alright, it's unresearched. That's the only thing we can do right now at this moment. Stockpile. Oh, stockpile. Hang on. Read this. A small structure for keeping reserve resources. Increase total storage capacity. Nice. Let's do that. Oh, look at the grid. Yeah, you can actually see the grid while you're doing this. Okay, so the stone is basically used to make the power line. Alright, small. Kika. Small. Man, I am starving too. Like, IRL. I need to get something to eat. Alright, let's go ahead and do regular speed here. While I munch on my Cheez-It crackers. There's not much else I can do, right? I'm waiting on research and waiting on the construction. Well, starvation is good, right? Not really. I need to order something to eat, too, for later. Yeah, I definitely like the vibe of this game. I'm very excited for the release of this game. In early access right now, and from what I can tell, there's a lot of content, and that's what other content creators have said. This game seems like it's got a lot of content already. Okay. Put the shack down, right? How many people can that shack hold? 10, right? Up to 10. And it actually uses electricity. Did you see that? And we have 37 people, right? No one's dead yet. Knock on wood. Alright, let's see here. What else do I need to research? Oh, I can't go any further, can I? Oh, I can't go any further. How do I get... Oh, I know what it is. I know. How do... Okay, so to get to the next cycle... You have to... Where's the thing? There was a thing earlier that shows you... I think it's this one, right? There we go. That button. So to get to the next cycle, the new Iron Age, I need 3 more people to show up. And then I can start researching this other stuff or unlock new technologies, right? So that means I gotta improve my attractiveness, right? To get people to show up. So my water distribution rate needs to increase. I need to increase housing and healthcare. Then I can start recruiting more people, right? Or attract more people to show up. Migrants. Now what was the... Wasn't there like actions? Yeah, there's like an action, right? This is like the law or something. All possible actions. Emergency work shifts. We need one last push. No choice but to make sacrifices for hard times. It costs tools, and I don't have the tools. The effect is morale is reduced to all classes, but workforce is increased to all classes, but health condition is reduced. On the flip side, inpatient rest leave, a good sleep, and the relief of having no work to do next morning. There's no better environment for healing. For 3 days, patients are allowed to rest. Medicine consumption per person is doubled, and the recovery chance of seriously ill patients are increased. Workforce is reduced, but increase in health. The probability of dying from severe illness and exhaustion has decreased. So let's go with this action here. Oh, hey, I just got a Steam achievement. Alright, so we now have an action in play, and it's going to last for 8 days before we can do another action. So that should help. Alright, so we got a positive boost here, right? So blue is positive, red is bad, right? Red is the debuff. So hopefully now this should give me an increase in the traction level, right? But it won't take effect yet. No food production for 8 days. Dwight. Oh, well, there's no food production because our mushroom... We can't harvest anything during the storm. The winter, right? Let's see if I can get some meat here. Okay. Yeah, so the mushrooms basically can't be harvested during the storm. Or during winter. But maybe we can get some food here. Maybe I need to probably lower my rations, right? Oh, shit. I just need to start regular rationing. Because of winter. Wait, here we go. No dangerous weather events observed, right? Alright, let's increase this a little bit. How's our stone? Pretty good production rate on stones. Water is pretty good, right? Production is better than consumption. Food consumption per day is pretty high. We may run out. How many more days left till winter is over? Does it say? Oh, I don't know if it says anything. I can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell how many days are left, guys. It would be nice to know. Maybe there is a way to tell, but I don't know how to tell. Yeah, I don't know how to tell. Let's see here. Hang on. Movement, global overviews, right? Train. The green must indicate spring. Yeah, I'm aware of that, but I just don't know how many days these... You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no indication. Like, it just basically slid over to the thing. Unless green means something else. Favorable conditions. No, we're still in winter. It just means it's favorable conditions. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay, okay, it says spring now. It says spring, so it is spring. It is spring, it is spring. But it doesn't say, like, how many... Year 1 is over. Some of the year's highlights. End of year. Year 1 is over. Some of this year's highlights. 0 people died from disease, disasters, lack of water, or food. 2 people joined us from outside, and 0 births took place. In the wake of recent events, the total population increased by 2 this year. Renewable resources, water, mushroom, meat, fish, replenished roughly by 95% based on a yearly precipitation. Water production was more than consumption. Water production was more than consumption. Oh yeah, that's good, right? We actually produced a plus, net positive. Ration production was more than consumption. Annual ration balance was 213. So, main progress. 2 new developments completed. 10 new structures have been built. Significant event, none, right? Hang on. Is there a way to tell... the number of days in a year or in a season? Yeah, so it doesn't really give me input here. Population, electricity. Did you not start in spring? I can't remember. I can't remember. Seasons. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4. So it must be spring. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it would be nice to know what the total number of days are in a year. Day 36? Day 27? I can't go back, right? It doesn't go back left or right. It's only like the past 10 days? Seems like it's only the past 10 days. I can't move this bar any further, right? Left or right? I can't zoom in and zoom out, right? Yep. Yeah, so I can't see past that. Yeah, 37 is the number of people I have. Is that correlating to the number of days? It correlates also to the almost. We're day 35. 36 now, right? So I don't know. Time and season. Here we go. Okay, time in the universe, a new cycle is arranged via 24-hour days and years consisting of 4 seasons. The breaking of dawn and seasonal weather effects are created and executed by this time flow. The seasons operate with their own weather conditions, with mechanical multipliers that reflect their effects on the universe. For instance, winter might pass mildly or present a considerable challenge. These factors might influence the output of morale, efficiency, workforce, and raw material production, positive or negative. The seasonal cycle might alter dispensing on the biome which houses a settlement. In an arid biome, summers will be much hotter and possibly adversely affect mechanics such as raw material production or water generation. That doesn't tell me how many days are in a season. And maybe it's unique to each year, or maybe it might be unique to each biome. I don't know about that either. Yeah, so I don't know. That's something I would like to know. Maybe the developer or the publisher can answer the question. Do you know how many days there are in each seasons? Is there a way to tell in-game? Hey, thank you for that follow there, Rebot. I might have to whisper him if he's not checking chat. There was a prompt at some point at the start. They said, "We know it is to come, but not when something like that." What do you mean? There was a prompt at some point at the start. They said, "We know what is to come, but not when something like that." Oh, I think I have to build some building to get more accurate information about the weather. I think there was something that... I did see something also about not knowing information, right? Until you get more research. I think at the start of the game, it's ambiguous for a reason. I think that might be the case. Like, there's probably something in the game that says you don't know anything until you upgrade your technology. So that could be it. So maybe random days. Maybe. It could be random days, too. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Alright, so hang on. Let's go ahead and continue a little faster here. So we need to get... workers, right? Oh, wait, I don't have enough workers. What? Oh, I don't have available resources. Can I change it? Oh, I don't have technology to get meat. Oh. Oh. That's why. So placing it by meat does not help me because I don't have a hunter technology yet. That does not help me. Oh, there's a water overlay, wind overlay. Oh, mining overlay, fertility overlay, drilling overlay. Okay. So I need to find basically mushroom nodes for now. Because that's all I can gather. So that should help us with our food, right? Alright, that's fine. Can hunt the beavers yet? Cannot, no. We cannot hunt beavers yet. I don't even know if beavers are alive in this game. They may not be. Yeah, it doesn't say how the number of days. Alright, let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. So we have an electricity consumption, right? I need to build more homes, right? More shacks, basically. To make sure everyone is loving their life in our little post-apocalyptic world. Town. There you go. Nice little shack there. And what is the negative effect here? Efficiency for windmills, workforce for hunters and gatherers is reduced by -20. 200 for the offshore fishermen's. Okay. Now we don't have the ability to fish yet, right? We have to get 3 more workers to show up to be able to get to the next cycle. The new era. So that is our goal right now, is to get to this population increase, to get more technologies. And then how's our consumption? Alright. We have exactly the same amount of food production as consumption. That needs to change. Have you researched everything in this era? Yes. Yes, I have. I cannot get anything else. This is the only thing in this cycle here. And to get to the next one, I have to get to the second era, or the second cycle, right? This looks fun? Yes, this looks very fun. Returning chatter, Nemo. So this game is coming out in 2 days. I am so far digging this game. It's very relaxing. I like the music. The tutorial was pretty smooth, straightforward. The mechanics so far feels very smooth and natural. I mean, simple, straightforward. I mean, I didn't have to do the ASWD, but I mean, you know, or at least be explained ASWD, right? I think that's just like a given. I think every game that says, hey, you know, you got to do ASWD, I'm like, well, that should be already a given, right? Yeah, so that one is stuck, right? I can't do anything with that. And then the only thing is, like, I just automatically, naturally figured out that rotating the camera, rotating the map was hold the shift, or hold the middle mouse button. And then the right click basically pans without having to ASWD. Your traction is still low? Yeah. How can you tell? How can you tell? How were you able to tell, by the way? The lighting on this game is phenomenal. Yes, it is. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do another action here. Hopefully that will boost the people here. I need to figure out how to improve my attraction here. Food distribution needs to go up, right? Water distribution rate. So maybe I need more water so I can increase the... output. Yeah, check my worker types. Well, I can't go to the next worker level. Right? I think they require certain needs to get to the next level. It says I need... There was a hint earlier that says I need to, like, get a technological thingy. A technological camp to get to the craftsman, right? Yeah, so this is probably error. Or cycle level, right? I think this is the tier level. I think, yeah, that's probably the tier level. You can't click on any of this, right? What is this? No, what is this? Change building info layer. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so I have to get 3 more people somehow. Has regular to starve his people. He's regular to starving his people, yes. I am used to starving my people. Let's go ahead and click on this. Okay, our production now is increasing. And our water consumption... Okay, so... Water is good. Okay, let's go ahead and change the distribution for the water as well. Regular, right? People love water. Hopefully that will start increasing my attraction level. How do I improve work conditions? I don't think I can, right? I think work condition is negative for... Wait, no? Why is my work condition low? Oh, the people need housing. Right. Or, oh, no. Housing is not the best quality. That's probably why. But they do have housing. Healthcare is not great either. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm in the low attraction level, right? I'm in low now, right? Work condition. How do I improve work condition and health? Access to medication, health services, clothing distribution, work condition. So work condition, and then workforce condition. Over this side and this side. Why are there 2 different sides? Or 2 different numbers? Yeah, there's 2 different numbers here and there. Yeah. Give them extra, you cheap. Not really until cycle 3. Can I give them more? I mean, I guess I could give them more, right? I don't think that... Well, is it gonna matter? Sure, I'll give them extra food here. Does it matter for attraction? I don't know if it matters for attraction. It says food quality, right? Food distribution. Yeah, you know what? Food distribution does affect the attraction level. It does seem to affect it. High distribution is good for people's health, right? Yes, okay. Healthcare. Maybe that is going to increase. Well, we are still low, but it's better than 0. It's currently at level 7 right now, right? Our health is now at -1. It's not entirely 0. Health rate is increasing. Deadly is low, right? Barely healthy is nothing right now. Like, sick is 0, right? Okay, so we're good. We are good. A group of travelers appeared near our settlement. Oh, hey, there you go. Hopefully it's 3. No, looks like there's only 2 of them. Oh, no. Oh, wait, she's carrying a child on her back, I think. No, she's not. Maybe she is, I don't know. It's a backpack, though. No, it's not a child on her back. Looks like there's only 2. Maybe there's 3, who knows? As long as you have a net gain in resources, it should be fine. Yes, I'm hoping for that, too. What is this? Oh, I can't click on it. It's basically I'm low on these things. Upgrade to next tier? Are you sure? Oh, I don't have the resources to upgrade. Alright. A group of wanderers less fortunate than us awaits permission to join us. Only 2. Damn it. We're still not getting to the 2nd level, right? Yeah, we're short 1. Or wait, are we in there? No, we're not in that cycle, right? Target cycle to be achieved, so we have not reached that. We need more attraction. How's our food? We are net positive, right? We're almost. Oh. Our simple food consumption is actually higher. Maybe we need to make a 2nd kitchen. Where's this kitchen? Can I upgrade this? No, I cannot. What is this? Pause, resume? Oh, okay. I don't have fish. I don't have meat. I don't have vegetables, right? I only have water and mushrooms. So yes, our consumption is actually not net positive. We're slowly draining the simple meal. I think we're gonna have to build a 2nd soup kitchen. Oh, I can't do that, huh? What's that one? That was a well, right? That was a well. Alright, let's go with that. I kind of want to rebuild this. Let me rebuild this. Well, first of all, I'm going to wait for the construction, because I did it on freeform mode, and it's not lined up on the grid. Do I have a surplus? Yes, I have a surplus of shrooms, yes. So we'll see. I don't think they can eat that raw, though. I don't think they eat it raw, like in Against the Storm, right? Yeah, see, they don't eat it raw. See, they don't eat it raw. You have to make simple food. Yeah, I think you stopped producing food. Did I? Shit, did I? Oh shit, oh shit, you're right. Oh my god. Thank you for pointing that out. I fail. I fail. I fail as a viceroy. Thank you for catching that, by the way. Efficiency, right? We have a 50% efficiency. Workforce is 100. What is this one? No, I can't click on that one. Let's speed this up, because I need to get that construction going here. You should be able to triple the simple food production with those numbers and maybe stockpile it for the winter. Yes, probably. Hopefully, if food does not spoil. Food, I don't think food spoils, like in Farthest Frontier. I mean, they didn't talk about any spoilage mechanic. Hang on, let me stop this for now, because I want to redo the... How do I... Shit. How do I stop it? How did I switch it off earlier? How did I switch it off earlier? Wait, how did I switch it off earlier? Is there a way to pause this? How did I manage to switch it off earlier? Yeah, there was a pause button, right? Or no? Oh wait, how did that switch off over there? Well, it doesn't matter now. I'm gonna demolish that. First button. Okay, there we go. First button. Alright, are we net positive? We're almost not there yet. I should be able to stockpile. You're right. I should be able to stockpile for the next winter. Until the next group comes, right? So we are in autumn, and it's currently day 55 or 56. This is day 57 now, right? I'm guessing it's roughly 30 days per season, maybe? Or 25. Or 20, right? It might be 20 per season. Wait, no, 50... We were at 36, subtract the 57, right? But we're in autumn. So 8 to 12 days? The dude said before, season is 8 to 12. Someone said 8 to 12. Oh, somebody said 8 to 12? Oh yeah, the dev just actually came by and said yes. The dev actually chimed in. He came back, yes. Nice. So yeah, he did actually say, oof, I don't know for sure. I'm a strategy noob and therefore haven't played it. Dev says a season lasts 8 to 12 days. So the publisher basically got back to us and found out from the developers that it's 8 to 12 days. So that's good to know. I guess it's a variable number. Have you researched? Yeah, okay. So I must have missed that message because you wrote something and I skipped over their message instead. Perfect. Now we know 8 to 12. And then we have a storm, right? Sorry, yeah, somebody said yes. The developer. The developer did say or the publisher basically got back to us and said that the developer said it's 8 to 12. So that's good to know. So now we are creating a surplus. Nice, nice. And we just need one more person to show up. And so in the meantime, I'm going to create another living district here. Just in case. In preparation. Where am I? Where are you from, by the way, Ron Empire? I am in California time zone. So I am in the US. What the hell? What? That was a lot of resources. What the hell? I think that's a bug. You've completed 25 structures. That's a bug right there. It's just basically made more than one for that little junction. What? I think that was a bug, right? Did you see that? It like removed like a bunch of shit there. Wood and stones for that tiny little corner. Yeah, right? Just for that tiny little road corner, it decided to charge us like a ton of... It took a lot of 0.5 units. Yeah, maybe. Dusty Road, maybe. I don't know. Well, we'll find out. We do have a surplus still, right? Efficiency is 100. Workforce is 100. I'm wondering if I need to put more wells. Yeah, I should probably make more wells, just in case. Do you get a benefit? Oh, here's another spot. Oh, right here. It's a really good spot. Okay, 21 and stones, right? Okay, alright. I guess the 0.5 might have been fine. I think it just probably took a lot from each of the corners or something. Or each of the little section of that corner. Our production is now good, right? 192. It meets the consumption. Sort of. Not really, but we should be fine. Ah, look at that! Our attraction is going up. Our attraction is definitely going up. So our health... We are going down now, right? Oh, we're going down because of the season. Yeah, we're going down because of the season. Let's give an increase in the health care there, right? Plus 2 health, 20 health. Alright, so now we're at low again. That's good, right? So that mitigates the season right here. The 20 health care that we just gave them matches with the season. So we're back to 0, which is good, right? I tried to clip it, but it was not fast enough. But it took a lot of 0.5 units. Okay, alright. Good. Good to know. So we just gotta get one more guy to show up for us to get to the next level. So that way we can start researching this. Okay, fairly simple, straightforward. We're gonna have to figure out the electricity problem too. Because right now, we're draining power. Let's take a look at the overview. What's the power situation like? Is it that one or is it this one? Development tree. Where's our power thingy? Wasn't there like a build? There was a something that showed me power, right? Electricity, right? Okay, yeah, consumption is 90. Supplies. I think it was also this one right here, right? There we go. There. Okay, there we go. So our shacks basically is draining us. And our main hall is our 200 kilowatt generator. Okay. Yeah, is this what Against the Storm looks like when it drops to below 32 F degrees? I don't know. I am curious to see what they add for Against the Storm in terms of new biomes. Maybe we'll get like a snowy biome for next year. Perfect for like this next year's seasonal event content, right? Like maybe like with the new biome, you get less water or something, right? Okay, so end of the year. Year 2 is over. Some of this year's highlights. Let's take a look here. Nobody died. We got 2 new people. And 2 births took place. Oh, that means we should have 40 people. We should be in the next era, right? In the wake of the recent event, the total population increased by only 2 this year. Oh. Oh, I guess the babies don't count yet as people. Yeah. 2 plus 2 equals to 2. Yeah, I don't think the babies count yet as people. Not until they enter the workforce, right? Yeah, see? Not until they enter the workforce. That's what I'm guessing too. Renewable resources. Basically, we have a 84% replenishment. Oh, I guess mushrooms replenish. Okay, that might be... That's cool. Annual water balance. Annual ration balance, right? 10 new structure. Right, let's see here. Wasn't there like a graph of food? Oh, the meat did no, wait. The mushroom did replenish. I don't know about the logs, though, but the food supply does replenish. Right, in that summary report... it did not talk about the raw materials. So we might have to figure out how to grow more trees. Yeah, see, we're still missing 1 person. Our healthcare is still low. Season, right? What's this say? Morale to all classes. This year's rain were enough to renew the existing resources in the land. Mushrooms and meat water resources renewed. Okay, great. Consumption's low. Production's good. Hang on, I need to do that action again, right? Oh, it's on cooldown. Oh no. Alright, let's keep moving. So we just gotta sit around and wait for the people to show up. That's all it is. Population management. Okay. We have 6, right? Unoccupied means we have empty homes. Oh, wait. Oh, I can change the workforce? What is this? What does this mean? Increase workforce. Huh, I can increase the workforce. Efficiency takes a hit. This reduces workforce. What the hell? How does that affect? How does that affect everything? I guess you can slide it around, right? Huh, interesting. How does that affect stuff? Workforce is 75. Unoccupied means you have spare people who does not work, I think. I think it's this, right? What was that okay thing mean? Do I pause? No, the electricity is. What's this do? Oh, you know what? I should probably not. Well, electricity is ongoing. It's not like I drain. So having the homes does not affect that much, right? Unoccupied is probably spare housing. That's all it is. That's 1, right? That's 100% workforce. I get 90 efficiency. 130 a day. Oh, okay. So basically, the workforce scale just kind of goes, do you want to work longer or shorter hours, basically? I think that's all it is. So you're pushing them to the limit if you increase the workforce. But does that reduce the number of people, though? I don't think it reduces people. Right, it doesn't reduce people. It just basically gives them more freedom. Yeah, the number of people is still the same. And then you get less production, right? I think you get less production. 137. No, it's still the same, unless that slider does not change until the next day. Because they did say something about rule changes don't affect until the next day or something, right? Or no? I'm curious, what does this do? Oh, shit. Regular morale? Subpar morale. Wait, the efficiency changed. Why is the efficiency changed? Oh, because the special bonus went away. The blue positive thing that affected the efficiency went away. Alright. So yeah, we lost the 7 per day, right? Okay, let's go back to normal. Oh wait, production is now lower? What? Wait, it's lower now, right? Because the efficiency went down? 76. It doesn't... oh, you know what? It probably doesn't take effect right away until the next day. I think that's what it is. We need rules. What are rules? Chief, in our transition to settled life, will bring with it dozens of issues that need to be resolved. Rules and regulations will be needed to keep everything in order and running smoothly. As our leader, it will be up to you to make the final decision. We hope you can weigh the demands well and choose wisely. You can be sure that we will support you as much as we can when you choose different paths. However, all the decisions you make will shape our community one step at a time. Always remember the burden you bear. I'll do that. I'll do all I can do for our benefit. Yes, I will do that. We almost have our daily lives in order. We have secured housing, food to eat, and duties to fulfill. We've come to believe that we're now entitled to some freedoms, to some freedoms, right? I think there's a little typo here. To some freedoms, to some freedoms. We'll continue to comply with our assigned work schedules and perform our duties. However, anyone who doesn't want to get up in the morning and go to work should be able to buy some extra rest by selling his share of food or some other supply. You should allow us to barter amongst ourselves. Surely you can give us this much, right? All are free to trade what is rightfully theirs. No, everything should be regulated and under control. Rules are not to be allowed to... shit rule. You are not allowed to die. Morale to all classes. Workforce to all classes reduced. New regulation. Barter rights. Permanent effects. Morale to all classes and workforce to all classes is reduced. I think having increased morale increases efficiency, right? The workforce decrease is not that big of a deal. Sure. I'm a generous viceroy. What did it say? I have new regulations. Barter. All are free. Yeah. Okay. How's my health? It's low and my attraction is good, right? And Camp Ronald, or Ron Empire. We are not there yet, right? We're not there yet. I should probably tweak this back. Regular? Let's go with regular. We were what? We were 90, we were 105 earlier. Why is it now really bad? Yeah, why is it bad? Our production seems to be fluctuating. The efficiency boost ended? Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right, the blue thingy over there. Let's go ahead and change that again. Oh, no. Workforce is still reduced. I think it was the seasonal effect that boosted us. That was the one. Whoa, hey, Angry Pigeon. Cool game? Yes, it is a very cool game. Highly recommend it. It's coming out in 2 days, guys. Going into early access. Lots of Frostpunk vibe here. Lots of Farthest Frontier, Manor Lord, Anno 1800. Efficiency for windmills, the workforce for hunters and gatherers is decreased. Alright. How does that affect our supply here? We're still good, right? So we're sitting around waiting for those children to become adults, right? Or until new migrants show up. Dry summer. Okay. Madison Holmes, what do you have to say? That's all you have to tell me? Oh, goodness. Alright, we're just gonna have to chug along. I can't really do anything, right? Until we get more people. We do have a surplus, right? Alright, we still have a surplus. Alright, you know what? What I'll do is I'm gonna add in more of a stockpile here. Just to increase our storage capacity. Gather more stones and wood for new buildings. I'm going to increase the stockpile. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't think it's going to let me add more of that, will it? Yeah, see, it's already claimed by that camp. Oh shit. New travelers. Nice. Four workers, right? Workers. Nice. We are now in a new era. Targeted cycle achieved. Nice. What's this say? Dry summer. Okay. We have reached new Iron Age. Okay, cool. Oh, look at that. Cycle 2. Buildings and resources that are available with this new era. Tavern, forge, smith, windmill, meat, fish, leather, iron ingot, basic tools, and iron ore. Yes. Nice. Let's go ahead and slow this down a little bit. Do I get that for free? No, I probably have to research it. Yep, I do have to research it. So, what do I want to research here? So that's already developed. Probably hunting, right? Get better food. In 30 hours, I'll have better food. Community needs. What is this? The tavern. Even in the Earth's last days, we cannot neglect the qualities of our kind that makes us what we are. The human heart has to be gratified. Okay. Increase living standard. Or living standards. Basic construction, right? Or more resources. I think it's gotta be hunting, right? So we can get better food. So let's go with food. Alright. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Oh, hey, it actually shows you what your stockpile is. Values, right? This does not show your stockpile values. I guess you get it for free. It's part of the main camp. You don't have to manage it. Storage limits? Oh, you can increase it. Hey, Philly Phil 2020. Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that. Yay. Thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate that very much. I don't think it started researching. Did it not? It did, right? Oh, you're right. I have to hit this button down here. Oh, it costs 22. Oh, it costs 22 tools. That means I have to do this first, right? We don't have 22 tools, right? Because I currently have 0 in my warehouse. Okay, good catch, good catch. Thank you for that. Good catch. Oh wait, okay, so I was looking at this. What is this? Increased storage capacity. Total storage. So how does that affect the other stuff? I don't know how that affects the other ones. This storage and total storage. Interesting. How much does that add? It doesn't say. A small structure for keeping reserve. Increased total storage capacity. Alright, well, whatever. I don't know how the storage thing works. I don't know, like, what the total capacity of it... It says 1,500, right? Is the total. Okay, okay. And it's currently using 2846. Oh, I see. So we must have started off with 3,000, right? I think we started off with 3,000. Yeah, we started off with 3,000. Now our capacity is up to 33. Oh, that is significant. That's very significant. Is this a pacifist vibe as against the storm? No, I don't know. But I heard that there's a lot of difficult challenges later. It seems to start off pretty easy. We rapidly evolve from a small camp into a proper village. People are the cornerstone of a fast-growing, stable community like ours. Their needs and their well-being should be prioritized above all else. Let's try to raise the morale of the workers above a certain threshold. Understood. Everything's fine. We just need more time. Everything's fine. We just need more time. He wants me to raise morale. How's my morale? It's decent, right? They just want to be lazy. They just want to be lazy. Well, we need to make better food for them, right? To increase morale. Give them extra water? I mean, that's not a whole lot of units. That's like an extra 5, right? Is that doable? I mean, that's doable, right? It's more. I guess I'll give you more morale. More double the thing. We'll see. We're doubling food, right? Well, I don't know if that's a good idea, guys. I think we should save up for winter. My water consumption is ridiculously high, guys. Yeah, my water consumption is ridiculously high. Let's go with regular. It's definitely high, guys. What's going on with our water here? We need more water wells. There's only like one over there, right? I don't think you took the quest. It was a response, right? I said understood, or I said everything is fine. I don't think it had like a choice in terms. It had a choice, but I don't think there was an effect. There wasn't a thing that says. I think it was just like a reminder, because both of the choices didn't have any plus or minus or any consequences. Everything is fine. Didn't take quest. Oh. Okay, that was not very clear. I thought it was just a response. Okay. Yeah, the water production is low due to the weather effect? I don't know. Well, it doesn't say. There's no weather effect here, right? Oh, it might be this. You're right, you're right. Precipitation, yes. Weather conditions is extreme drought. Oh, yeah. I think that's... You're right. That's probably what's causing the low water. Yeah, that might be what's causing the low water. Okay. How's my research? Oh, it's already developed. Okay. Forge? Okay, wait. I think we need to get... Yeah, we gotta get the iron, right? And then what else do we need to do? We gotta process the iron, right? With a forge. Allows workers to purify and cast iron ingot and copper ingots for practical use. Okay. Alright. There we go. And then we're gonna have the smithy to make the basic tools, right? Can produce tools and wire. Consumes 80 electricity, right? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. This grid. Sure, let's go with that one. Okay. And we gotta build that one, right? It will go up after the summer? Yeah, hopefully. Alright, more tools, less toll. What the hell? Working with iron, a message from the community. Chief, since we can now produce... or now process metals, you can give us the means to make tools of our own so we can see to our task, daily task. We can work without tools too, but this will tire us physically and mentally. And the more often we have to work without tools, the more likely we are to make mistakes and cause accidents. Let's do it. Let's do it. Produce basic tools. We're working on it, right? Oops, this side, right? We're just waiting for the ingots. This thing here, right? And then we can get the tools. And then we can start researching this later. I guess in the meantime, we can probably research the community needs, right? That's the only thing we can do now, right? And then are we producing enough food? Yes, we are. Our mushroom situation's looking pretty bad, though. Yeah, our mushroom is looking pretty bad. Alright, we're gonna have to cut down on this. And start rationing, right? Because we are consuming more mushrooms than we're generating. We need better shelters. Well... what do you want me to do about it? I already built 3 shacks. I already have extra shacks already. Do we need more? We have like, what? Homes for 60, right? Every one of us needs a proper place to live. We have food, water, but sleeping at whatever nooks we find each night doesn't help prepare us for the next day's labor. We need shelters that can protect us from unpredictable weather. Okay, yeah, sure. We have enough, right? There's a surplus. Oh, well, it says here I have occupied as 9. So maybe it's just a random quest that's trying to get me to get more people. Or get more buildings in, right? Upgrade main hall, moving forward. A more secure shelter. Chief, a community center made up of just a few tents doesn't feel very secure. We can build something with our resources and crafting capabilities that won't topple in a gust of wind. Let's assign resources and take steps to strengthen the roofs over our heads. Though it may not please the eye, sure, make it happen. The main hall structure will be put under construction to be upgraded. Yes, alright. Make it so. Engage. There you go. Oh man, we're gonna have to also increase the consumption here with the labor, with the lumber, right? With the lumber. Lumber is decreasing. Water, okay, water is fine. Simple meal is improving. And they want 3 new shacks in 3 days. Oh, such demanding people here. And I need tools, right? There's no time limit. That one has a time limit, so it's kind of like Frostpunk. And then this one is what? Lumber? Provide lumber, right? Which is fine. And we're upgrading our main hall. But what the hell? First loss. What the hell? A sad day for all of us. Chief, we're no strangers to death, but this is the first time we've encountered it since we settled here, and it hurts even more. Nathan Hunt died due to catastrophe. Hint, there are many factors that affect people's health. Nutrition, water, and water are the most important of these. You need to produce solutions against many variables, such as the seasons, heavy work conditions, epidemics, insufficient supplies, and harmful external effects. You can view these indicators in the overview panel. Okay. Overview panel. What is causing my health condition? Nothing really that... Yeah, it's not that... this is stuff I already know. I think they just want me to do clothes and medication later, right? And improve... The work condition's fine. Our healthcare needs to improve, right? A building has been struck by lightning. Oh, shit! Oh, the soup kitchen! Oh, wait, clear debris. This building was destroyed by lightning strike and is not repairable. Oh, no. 2 workers died in the soup kitchen. Sad day for the workers. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go with that. We might just shift the well over if we need to later. What's going on here? 15 morale for all classes. Lightning strike. Okay. Alright, so we need to finish the repair. Click for results. Though it was hard, we excelled. It is a happy day for our house as we are slowly leaving uncertainty behind. People are encouraged by success. If we can keep on like this, we may meet positive outcomes beyond what we expected. Alright. What do I get? I don't get anything. Oh. No rewards. Alright, well, what's the result of this one? This is the start of a new era. Upgrade the main hall. Okay. No new rewards. Alright, alright. So the negative effects are highlighted in red. The positive ones are in blue, apparently. What if there's a way to roll this over? Results is deficient of electricity. Oh, shit! Oh, shit. Where's my power? No, the main hall is still 200, right? The smithy is high. No, it's back to normal again. It's 200. I think it was a brief moment while it was upgrading that we lost the power. But right now our power consumption is really high. Oh, you mean the reward from this other shack. I don't really need this, right? Can I turn this off? Because right now it's draining power, right? I've got 9 shacks that's draining power. Demolish. There you go, we're net 0. Windmills? I don't have the technology for the windmills yet. It requires... Oh yes, I do now. I do have the bars. 6. I've got 11. Before I couldn't, right? Let's go ahead and research the windmill. Before I didn't have the bars. Alright. So far, so good. We need to start getting some windmills. There we go. Although it's not a large stock, if we can keep stockpiling at such a pace, we can sustain our forward momentum. So we basically got this done. There's no reward, right? So our consumption and production, good. Yes, good. Let's start stockpiling on water here. Distribute tools? How do you distribute tools? No meat for winter. Yeah, I have to figure out the meat too. So wait, how do I distribute the tools? I think it's automatic, right? Oh, there is a distribution. You're right. You are right. There is a distribution. So that should help with morale now, right? Yeah, so that will help morale. Okay, cool. Now we should be able to research now this, since we have some thingy, right? Some tools. Currently being developed. Okay, so we gotta wait for the electricity to be done. And then we want to improve our healthcare during the winter. So that should mitigate the other one, right? So our health is now at 5. That action mitigates the season. So we're still doing good overall. It's a good thing we had a surplus. Yeah, so doing good so far. And then this right here, right? Or no, this one? No, it's this. Hang on. Fish, meat, and leather, right? Is it that one? No, where's the camp? This one, right? Oh, it's, yeah, there we go. Oh, I don't have any avail. Oh, no, it's this one over here, right? It's this one. Oh, I don't have enough workforce. Oh, no workforce. Okay. Let's reduce the wood per day. We don't have enough people, huh? Well, so far, we're maintaining net positive, right? Workforce of the mushroom during winter. Well, it goes away. Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's go ahead and take this off. You're right. Easy peasy there. So that means I could put the woodcutters back, right? Yeah. Woodcutters back. Okay, cool. Good on that. Everything's looking good. So now we can make the windmill, right? Oh, we got to do a tavern too, right? Oh, requires ingots. Requires a lot of ingots, guys. And our ingot production is slow. Basic tools. Let's go ahead and reduce this. I don't need as many. I need more of this surplus. Okay, yearly report. 2 people died from disease, disaster, lack of water or food. 4 new people joined us from outside and 10 births took place. So our total population increased by 2. And then all the food got replenished. And then we have a water and ration balance increase. The number of destructive accidents was 1 and 2 people perished as a result. Okay. Easy peasy. And I need the iron ingot, right? Oh. Wind flow, huh? Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay. And stick that there then, yeah. I don't know if the people are going to be happy living next to a windmill. I heard windmills can give cancer. I'm just kidding, by the way. That's fake news. Windmill does not give you cancer. That was a joke, by the way. Alright, let's go with this. That should give us some power, right? Oh wait, we are now in spring, right? We need to increase our workforce. For mushrooms. We have a surplus of 8 people. Alright, we are now generating power. Okay. Now we are playing with power. What is this? Oh yeah, that's not a big deal. We have a surplus of water. I guess since we have a surplus of water, increase the water. You know what? Let's increase that some more. We can get double distribution, right? Did I, hang on, did I select it? It was double, right? Yeah, double. And then what else? Do I need Warforce? No, I don't. Okay, it's automatic. Tavern. Right, yes. Tavern is the next goal. Yes, Tavern is the next goal. I'm guessing people want to be next to the Tavern, right? Let's go with that. A scout from another land. Someone wants to speak to you. Okay. A scout from another land. Greeting, Chief. We are representatives of a small community. Our expeditions led us to your settlement, and we are delighted to see such an advanced community here. We would like to barter with you and turn this acquaintance into a trade partnership. In these challenging times, every link between those who have goods to spare is a boon. What do you say? We would be happy to, right? The other party will send a trade representative, and then we cannot make such an arrangement now. Okay, yeah, let's go with trade with them. So that's good. The tavern provides entertainment services to the homes within its sphere of influence. Oh, there you go. It's a good thing we actually built it right here then. But the problem is, we don't have any of that. We cannot provide them. I guess we can trade for it, right? I'm guessing the people that show up will want to trade with us. And then maybe we can buy those goods. To get to the next level, I need 3 more people, right? Wow, there's a lot of cycles here, huh? Yeah, I thought better food was the next goal. Was it? I don't know. Well, we do have meat, right? Fried meat. Alright, so let's go with fried meat. Maybe I should build more kitchens. Oh shit. There we go. Was that off? Is that connected? Oh shit. Maybe I forgot to rotate this. Maybe I forgot to rotate this, I don't know. Yeah, I did forget to rotate it. That's my bad. Alright, what does it say? We will be prepared for the worst. What is this guy? Unending preparation. Chief, we need proper preparation to sustain our life here. One of the most important lessons of the last 50 years has been that we can't rely on seasons to behave as we expect. The fickle atmosphere can breed hellish heat waves and freezing colds in any geography. This state has only worsened with time. It would be foolish to expect it to get better from here. We need to stock up on essential needs, at the very least, on food and water. This will help us cope with the extreme seasonal cycles, as well as whatever else pushes us to desperation. Though we can't be ready for everything, we can at least try and secure our current well-being. Stock 5,000 water and 1,200 simple food. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I think we have that right. Automatic. We're done, right? Yeah, we're done. There we go. In this way, or stable management in this way, if we have a lot of resources ready, we can deal with almost any distress situation. We don't get any rewards. They give us quests with no rewards. Or maybe that's our reward. Oh yeah, that's the reward. Small group of traders show up. Yes, I'll take the 56 workers. Ready to barter. In trading, assets are offered in excess will have less value. Assets that are offered in excess will have less value. A foreigner who wants to trade with his produce on behalf of a small community. Let's hope they have something useful for us. So they want meat. Right? Offer and then demand value, right? Or are we on the left side or are we on the right side? I can't tell. No, we are on the left side, right? Yeah, we're on the left side. Because the 46 matches this 46 here. I mean, we do have a surplus, right? Shift left mouse button increases. Like 25, that's fine. I'll go to 30. What do we need? We have everything we need. I mean, there's nothing really... I mean, we could probably use more tools, right? I mean, we can make everything they're asking for. Let's go with the iron, then. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Sure. Oh, minus 30, plus 20. Yeah, sure. All right, we have reach, roots, and branches. New cycle. Hang on, do we have homes? Or we have 14 unoccupied. That's good. So, what is this? A request for barter. Chief, our portions are not filling enough. Our foundations are strong enough for us to call ourselves a permanent settlement. We realize that it's too early to wish for prosperity yet, since we know everything can fall apart at any moment. However, we think that sparing one more ladle of food for the people can't break the balance. For all rations shares, we demand a slight increase in the ration sizes per capita. Such a slight change could come easily. A step towards a more humane life. New regulations. Increased ration sizes. Permanent effect. Ration sizes per capita increases by 30% for each distribution level. We can't afford to do this right now. People may resort to underhanded methods to get what they needed. Oh. Alright, well, let's go ahead and give them more rations. I got some new achievements here. New regulations, bigger portions. Okay. And then... foreboding whispers. What is this? Chief, we know we're in no place to make excessive demands, but this is a fundamental issue. Community health is deteriorating to the point that we may start losing many of our fellows soon. Lack of care, malnourishment, or malnutrition, hygiene problems, the harsh seasons. Let us not have to remind you of the factors at play. Working long shifts in scorching hot weather, dehydration, and the weather affect us all the more. Okay, so go on. Likewise, working out in the cold without proper clothing is also hazardous for our community. If we force tired and under-equipped people to work such long shifts, we should expect the number of fatal accidents to increase. Ultimately, our society, in all we do, depends on our health and resilience as a society. Take the right steps to achieve at least regular health and try to maintain it for 30 days. I'll see what I can do. Increase worker class health above 40. Jesus Christ. 40? 40 is kind of hard. They want clothing, medication. Oh my god, these guys are so demanding now. Act before it's too late. Oh wait, it's done. Increase worker class health above 40. Oh hey, we got it somehow. We've reached a good standard of healthcare. Improving our health further can make people more resilient and more resistant to diseases. More can be expected from a community that lives healthier for longer. How did we get 40? How did we get 40? That's odd, huh? Was there a mistake there? How do we... Oh, health is 53. Oh. Healthy is 53. Okay. I guess it does not count the negatives in that count there. But our health value is 7. I guess it was looking for healthy, not health. That's fine. New cycle 3. Buildings and resources that are available with the new era. Do you have the right class selected in the other tab? I don't have any other classes right now. There's only one. I can't get other classes until I do the technical boot camp. So the other classes shouldn't show up until I get this done, right? So we got Kale Yard, Basic Mine, Kiln, Pit, Scouts Guild, Technical Boot Camp, Tailor. We'll have vegetables, herbs, copper, coal, clay, brick, paper, and clothes. Nice. Yeah, so we can't get this until we get the boot camp running. So how do we get the boot camp running here? So now we want what? Which one does boot camp? Technical boot camp, right? In order to perform high-level tasks with full efficiency, we must house experts in their respective fields. This technology is needed to train craftsmen and specialists. It requires paper. Or no, okay, we get paper technology from researching this, right? Yes, we want to research this. Surveillance, we don't have paper. Okay, everything else requires paper, right? Building statistics. Or statics, right? Building, okay, so increase, basically more resource production types. Alright, that's something we can also get, right? Alright, let's go with this one first. Wait, no. Because I think the boot camp might require the basic materials. Let's go with the basic materials first. Because I get the feeling that to do the boot camp, we may need this material, and so we're going to end up getting this anyways. So it's probably better to get this first. So that way we can start production while researching. I think that might make the most sense. I'm guessing, I don't know. Meat consumption, right? Meat. Wait, we did meat on this one already, right? Where's better food? Is there a level for better food? Simple meals. Where's the good shit? Or unless everything is already the simple food. Oh, it's not considered filling. Oh, we are still... Okay, so... The meaty thingy is still the same. I think all this is considered simple food. Yeah, I think all that's simple food. I don't know what that is. We don't have fish yet, right? No fish, right? It's just meat and mushrooms. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. The next level is what? I gotta get 90 people? Jesus. Alright. We're probably gonna have to increase our windmill, too. Our power. Yeah, it doesn't tell me how much, what's required. I don't think it requires roads, right? I don't think it requires roads. But I'll build one anyways. Oh. The power is not generating. Oh no, it is. It's just not spinning, right? It's spinning slowly. Okay, is there an upgrade? No, I can't upgrade, right? Oh, I see. I see, you're right. For the maximum efficiency. Oh. Oh. Oh dear lord, cancel. Alright, well we're not getting maximum efficiency with us. Interesting, okay. Alright, let's stick it right here. I don't know if I need to connect the power to it. It doesn't say. I'm assuming you do, right? Because how else is it going to give us the power if it's not connected? Oh. I see. 90 constants. Okay. Alright, so that works for me. And then currently developing, right? It's gonna take a while, huh? Yeah, now it's starting to take a while to research. Okay, okay, that's fine. Wireless power? Ask Tesla. Wireless power. Interesting idea. Awakening of power achievement. Maybe it is wireless. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, I need to take a break here and get something to eat. But I will probably resume streaming this tomorrow. This is a good stopping point for me. So in today's run, we've managed to get to cycle 4. Right, no, cycle 3, and we're working towards 4. And we've got the ability to research these things to get craftsmen, right? So hopefully tomorrow, when I play some more of this, we will unlock the Scout Guild and the Technical Boot Camp. And this guy has a message for us. Building a future. What does this say? Chief, if we want to build a future in this nameless land and make it last, we'll need people more than anything else. Let's set an aim to increase our population to 100 within the next 4 years. The sooner we achieve this, the sooner we become a self-sufficient and healthy community. Yes, let's set our goals. So we're going to try to hit 100 people in the next 4 years. But yes, this is a very fun game. I definitely enjoy it. And I highly recommend getting this when it comes out, guys. And thank you to Daedalic Entertainment for providing me the game key to stream this, and the Core Engage, the developers, for this game. Alright, so let me go ahead and save this. Create a new save. Alright, so now we are at day 137, right? We've got a new save file. Great. At the back there. Yeah, thanks a lot for streaming this. Enjoy your meal. Yes, thank you so much for hanging out, the follows, and the new subs. And we're gonna go back to quitting the game, to the main menu. Yes. Alright guys, stick around. I'm gonna raid somebody. That way you can get some channel points. Alright, have a great evening, and stay tuned tomorrow when we'll do some more News Cycle and Against the Storm.